Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first podcast official for Branded Film and Media. I'm here with the group. We have Kason, Marie, and Cooper. Guys, take it away.
Welcome to the Branded Film and Media studio in Decatur, Texas. Cooper and Marie, tell them hey.
Hey, what's
guys.
up, everybody?
Welcome
so
to our
glad
studio.
to be here. Ow, ow.
It's real.
Calling
It
coyotes.
exists. We have the first podcast studio downtown. We did it.
Yep,
did
Decatur,
it.
Texas, a studio where we can film and create content and also do podcasts out of it right here on the square, looking at people walking down the street. And little shout out to Emma Caraway, my wife, helping design it, helping
Yes.
ordering us things, getting us some inventory of carpet and couches, and Marie donating chairs and everything that we need to get this thing rolling. Great job. Great job, team.
Yes, it was
Yep.
fun. It was a fun.
Super excited to be here. It's awesome. I can't believe it's real.
It is.
It's
Why,
just,
why did it come about though? Like, how did the day we decided, we called Mark Moran and said we need a space. We know what space we want.
Yep.
But where were we when we made that? We were at a meeting or something, right?
Yeah, were we at the coffee shop and we pretty much decided we needed a studio. And then we
Yeah.
said, and we need a podcast studio.
Yep.
And so, let's make a phone call and see if it can happen. And then like 2 weeks later, we were signing a lease.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, so I told Mark like 2-3 years ago, I was like, Mark, I really love that space over there. And I think I have a pretty cool idea with what I want to do. It's kind of a dream. It's kind of a pipe dream at this point, but I love that space over there. And he's like, yeah, man, just let me know when you're ready to go.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
in 2 years, it didn't go anywhere, and it was here when we were ready
Yeah,
to
it's
pull
been
the trigger.
vacant for a while. We're lucky.
Yeah, it's
You're
been
picking that up?
Yeah, I was hearing the vibration of Cooper's hands of lead. over
Still
there.
learning podcast etiquette
Well,
over
We
here.
are.
I don't even know podcast etiquette. We're not here to do that. We're here to have a good time also. But I think one day I want to really just kind of dive in. I don't know if it's today or not, but how we all came about. And I think that's kind of important to me
For sure.
because we are well rooted in this community.
Oh,
and I feel
goodness.
like we are well rooted into this, like to a team. Like our
Yeah.
hearts are connected. We all love each other. We do things together to promote brands and through our Branded Film and Media. So I think there's two things that I would love for the audience to hear today is how we came together and then what our Branded Film and Media name and how that came about.
Yeah.
And then we can take it off from there. So
Yeah, and I also want for you to summarize what the first few months of Branded has been like, because the company's kind of new. I mean, the company's pretty new too.
Right.
So just what it's like, because we all just kind of jumped in hoping, like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
But now we have all kinds of momentum.
Cooper, spend a few minutes and tell them how you and I came about and then what we did and then how it got to Marie, and then we'll go for how we came up with the name. And
Yeah,
what our-
man. So I had I was coming off of a job over in South Lake in Dallas doing some digital marketing for a startup over there. And then it wasn't working out. It just wasn't a good fit. And I still have mad respect for, my former business partners over there. But I found myself mowing lawns and not doing media and doing all that stuff. But I kept running into Kason over at Trinity Street. And it's like, hey, man, I think I even approached you at one point when I was still with them. Like, hey, man, like, let's do some branding and marketing. What do you got? But I think that's kind of how it came to be for us is I kept running into you at Trinity during the day. And we just had great conversations. Every time we talked, it was like invigorating. We had ideas just
so
bouncing
new
off,
though.
and
It was like conversations about things that nobody else is doing around here. I mean, don't forget people that Cooper and I were best buddies growing up. We went to college for a year together, lived together, and then 8 years later got back together. So
Yeah.
we picked up like where we left off. So
Right.
we were talking about things where he was watching my social media that Marie was managing. I was one of Marie's first clients.
Yeah.
Social media management, first clients.
Was it 4 years ago? I think it has been
It's
4
been
years.
like that 4 years.
So he was seeing that, he saw the results, and that's what we started the conversations.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
We started those.
continue.
And I knew that you were, doing the drone video stuff, and I was trying to get into shooting video around here for businesses around here. Even offering like just on Facebook, my personal Facebook, saying, "Hey, I'll make you a 30-second video like with my iPhone. Just let me make something, But Kason we kept running into each other and having great conversations. And I popped in to his office one day on a rainy day when I couldn't mow any lawns, and we just had one of those conversations again. They was just like, okay, we got to be doing something together. And he made me an offer. He's like, come do some stuff with me. Come make videos for me.
Yeah,
so
I
I
mean,
went to work with Kason at
Full time. I mean, we
full time.
basically helped me input listings, helped me market. I mean, I could give what I loved about Cooper and what really helped me was I could give Cooper an address of a property.
Okay, everyone. Full transparency, we had a little change in the shift in the audio. So if you notice a slight difference, it's because we accidentally unmuted our computer. And so you're picking up two different audios and it's blended into one channel. So easy fix. We won't happen again, obviously, but we're glad that we were the guinea pigs and it happened to us rather than happen to anybody else. But yeah, we've got a great show still ahead. There's a lot of great content and we had a great conversation. So stay tuned. And yeah, just want to give you a heads up about that little difference there. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya.
You would go out and get the content, create the content, take the pictures, get everything he would need, and then go into my softwares, input the listings, and then he could write really well. He could write the property description. So he, did something for me that just helped me excel quicker than most. And where we were creating listings where people would come up to Cooper later, and you're like, you can always tell which ones are Kaysen's listings online as a realtor. In case you didn't know, I'm a realtor, but my listings look great. They were marketed well. They were, everything, the drone pictures. We were doing things before anybody else, I guess. Well, in this area.
I think so. Yeah, it seems like that. And you're right. People, hey, we know when we see a Case and Caraway listing because we can tell by the photos.
Yeah, and we marketed you and your family.
Yes. So
you were your own brand.
Exactly. We were a team without even really being a team at the time. And we were not a company, but then we getting to where we were like, Cooper, like we have an opportunity to do more than just my stuff, because other realtors were seeing, okay, Marie was posting all my posts. They're like, man, he's getting so much engagement. I see him everywhere. Cooper's out there taking the pictures, doing the drone, inputting the listings. And then realtors, others were saying, man, I want that service, right?
That service. I went videos.
And I wasn't comfortable with that. I wanted to be, getting my stuff out there to sell the properties. And finally I let it go. I was like, we have a business to build here, guys. And so we, Cooper and I, separated out of the working directly under me in the real estate, and we started a company, and we were trying to figure out the name, and I don't remember exactly how it came about, but Emma, my wife, mentioned something about getting branded, and we were like, oh, that sounds awesome. And it took us a while to really lock it in, and once we committed, we've been nothing but happy with the word branded. And then so we created that, and so Branded Film and Media. And it started out as FM, Film and Media, but we went away with that. We just wanted FM out of the picture.
Thinking radio station.
Branded, and you came in, and later on it helped us with that too. So Branded FM went out the door. I'm summarizing this as quickly as I can. But then the whole time, Marie was watching the videos Cooper was creating.
Yeah,
through the
his Christmas parade video sold me. So, I was like, I need that.
Was a fun one. I was watching that one just the other day because I just created a new portfolio for a potential client we have coming up, and they want to see some of our recent work. But that 2019 Christmas video, I was like, man, that's a good one. I'm going to add this old video to this new portfolio because it's just so much fun.
Yeah, and I had been marketing downtown for, I guess, 2 years by then, and I needed someone to tell the story of what it's like to experience the Christmas parade, to sell this community for what it is, not just take footage and edit it together in a sloppy way. Like, he told the story, and I didn't force it. I knew that I wanted it, but I was like, I'm just going to let this happen, and when he's ready, I'm ready. And then he said, let's work together. And I was like, yes.
It didn't, because I was getting so busy just on the video production side of Branded Film and Media that we only had like a couple of social media clients, so something that I didn't have the time because I was focusing on
making videos.
We're making videos. That's about it.
Films.
Yeah. And so, but I knew what Marie was doing in the social media management, how powerful
we weren't that good at that.
No, I mean, I was not. We didn't
have the time.
Didn't have the time to go do it. You kept me busy in real estate. Other clients kept us busy with videos, and I knew Marie was killing it. But I just felt like we could grow this into something really big and special if we just did all the things together, and to kind of let go some of my ego, if you will, and wanted to invite Marie in on this because she was just killing it for everybody else.
I think the film and media in Branded Film and Media is very much a huge story for what we did, because we were making films, and that's my passion. That was my passion with hunting videos and real estate videos and Cooper's videos, and we came together as film. We said we did media. And then until we merged our company with Marie, and she came on as an owner of Branded Film and Media with Cooper and I, we really are living out branded film and media.
Yes, yes. And it's such a fun way to, I don't know, make a living, because we get to help other businesses succeed. It's a win-win. We're only doing well when our clients are doing well. So we just get to know and love our clients, and then we market that aspect of them, and it's just wonderful.
We made a company, Cooper and I made a company that got us through, right? The first year, learning curves, but we made enough money to keep it going, right?
Right.
But when Marie came on, we brought on a membership package of, a fee every month that excelled our business, and our books look a lot better, right? There was no doubt that she brought value to the company, and now we have residual income coming in from our services.
From both.
And
it's so great to work together, because when we show up on set or at the client's office, it's just so fun, and they're so excited to see us, and they're so comfortable. Like you haven't said on the podcast yet, but we just want them to be themselves and joke around, and that way it comes across on the camera as genuine.
So I think
that's a true talent.
I think that summarizes how Branded Film and Media came about, and I think that what our mission statement is I'll let one of you two say it. I mean, if you want to, but talk about empowering brands. I mean, tell them our mission statement.
Yeah, Marie, go. You helped. You helped coin the phrase.
Your voice is better.
My voice. Well, Branded Film and Media. We empower brands through film and media. We empower these brands, and if you utilize branded film and media, you can get branded. That's our intent. And I think there's a vision of literally slapping a brand on. You got branded. We are here to build your brand. So Branded Film and Media.
Yeah, I think
empowers brands.
I think that should be our first animated logo. Is
even branded
on, or like an Instagram story of getting a whole bunch of clips of. By the way, we have a Reed running around. He's getting us some little B-roll here. But think about like a video that he could go out and make and get people to go, ow, and just a whole bunch of people getting branded. Our clients. I mean, we have, and that's it. So, but I think one thing else I wanted to say that I envy of what you two, Marie and Cooper, can do is I always picture like Weiss Custom Choice Meats. You walk in there and you literally love, and you don't walk out without hugging them. And so that is what I love about our company, is that we are genuinely caring about our people and our clients. So much that literally it's like, I love you, bye.
I don't know how many times I say I love you a day, and I mean it.
Yeah, and because we want their brands to grow, and we know that what we offer, our services that we offer, literally will make their families do better, and their families, their generations, and their kids and their grandkids. I mean, we're building wealth for these people and awareness into their platforms that they've never had before.
And I love helping them. There's so many times I get to know their businesses so well that they'll put me to work, because I'll get in there and it'll be crazy, and I'll see they're a little stressed out. I'm like, what do you need? They're like, go to the register, go do this, go make some t-shirts, and the more I get to know these clients, I can just walk in and handle their business. I've stood in for many people who have been sick. They're like, Marie, oh my gosh, nobody knows it like you. Will you get up here? Sure, I can work, from
That's
there.
So
but
good,
and it was just so great to see Cooper walk in there and love and respect these clients just as I
think that's one thing that we all three have in common is that there's no greed, there's no we're all genuine people. Like, we all, for whatever reason, have that in our souls and our hearts to bring to our community and to the businesses in our community. And not just that, I mean, nationwide, it sounds like, because we're going to Montana, he's going to Louisiana on Friday. I mean, we are not we are local, Decatur, Texas, Weiss County, supporting our companies and our brands, but we offer a service that can go anywhere. But we have to take what we have built our business off of in a short amount of time and make sure that these clients in Montana, Louisiana, feel the same love that, you know, we give to our local guys.
Yeah, and I think, like you said, that's just who we are. So it comes off naturally for us, and other people and the clients, they feel it, they know
Yeah.
it. You know,
And I feel like the same thing
I wish I could find a way
is
to do
true
that.
with future employees. You know, we're going to go with our gut, and if it feels right and the timing's right, then we're going to do it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's all good stuff. It's no doubt we are doing what we want to do.
Let's talk about, okay, so this is a podcast, but we are not the only ones that are going to do podcasts.
Oh, the service that we provide with podcasting.
I mean, I didn't plan that.
So-
I mean, we talked about it, but it's so great.
We, you know, it was like an easy thing. Like, hey, we need to, okay, if we're going to get this space, I'm like, you know, sitting there like, how are we going to pay for it? You know, how do we make sure we make money? And then in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, we got the word out that, hey, one day we just ordered, you know, I'm going to say the number, $10,000 worth of podcast equipment. This is not cheap stuff, guys. What you see in this picture, in this audio, what you're hearing is not cheap stuff. We're giving back to our community with quality, good stuff. So we have brands, we have musicians, we have
a producer. Cooper, can you turn the camera real quick?
Oh, yeah. Let me do
And
that.
just, we have a producer, so anyone can walk in here and sit down and record.
So his name's Michael Eaton.
Yeah.
And he is our studio.
There's Reed. We have a producer, you know, so he takes I don't know, people just walk in, sit down and record and walk out. And they
Yes.
can either get audio, video, both, intro music. And there's so many people in this community that need and want to record a podcast. And now, thanks to this, it's possible.
So 2 things on that, and then we'll end up telling people why they need a podcast. And then, but right now, I just want to say that Michael Eaton is our studio manager. When you walk in, you're going to see Michael Eaton in the studio, and he is going to have this thing ready to go where you can walk in, do a podcast with audio and or video if you pay for it, and then you can stand up and walk out the door and know that it's going to be edited, clean, it's going to be produced, and even posted with certain fees. So we will have a fee structure of what it's going to cost to start your own podcast. So many people have never started a podcast because of what you're looking at right here. The service that we're providing, if you're into podcasting, which if you listen to a podcast, you're into podcasting.
Right.
So that service that Michael can provide for podcasting is something so great that we can go out, Cooper can go out and do his filming and editing. Marie can now go out and build brands through media and post and you know, so we're growing and we're going to need more people.
We do need genuine people who just, you know, want others to succeed.
I mean,
Because that's what this is about.
Reed walked in at 3:00 today and I said, hey, you know, you're doing great, man. Great interview. Let's see what you got. Grab your camera and make a video for us right here, right now.
Yeah.
So you've seen him in
And he didn't even hesitate, man. He's like, heck yeah, put me to work.
He's like, no, you're joking, right? No, let's do it. And he's excited and having fun with it. And like, that's what people, like what we do is in their hearts and their minds. Like you either love this stuff or you don't, or you don't, you either get it or you don't.
Yeah, you're either about it or you're not. Like
Yeah.
you're about talking about it or you're about doing it. So
And I
we
want
like people that are about doing
to,
it.
I want to encourage other females. Not everything has to be produced in full makeup. Like I've been in the rain today 4 times. We found out that we were filming and I was on my way here and I was
Right.
like, yes, I want to film. Like just show up and talk, you know,
show
if
up.
you,
Oh, we
if
can
you
talk
want
about
to
that
get
all
all
day.
dolled up, that's great. But it, you know, just you don't feel the pressure to have like this major, you know, don't be nervous about it.
I think that if you are worried about your hair, what you're wearing and all that, you'll never get the exposure you're really trying to build in your company and your brand. And that today's marketing is all about raw and real and organic things versus prim and proper. My hair's out of line. I have got to fix it. That actually your hair falling and getting in your face could make that video go viral so much that so many more people saw it. Like that's the way I see it. So you'll see the videos that I've made, Cooper's made in my real estate. My hair is a mess. I'm not a dress. I may be wearing a suit one day. I may be wearing cowboy boots and a, you know, or even black shoes with a brown belt. Where you got onto me for that. So,
I was like, oh, I know him. I didn't see that.
He was on you about that all day.
But that is
day,
just
man.
we love the raw, organic, raw and real, run and gun, capturing video and then posting it in a way that creates engagement. And, you know, Marie, what is your ultimate goal? Like in the algorithms, what are you trying to capture with each post for your client? Like, what do you want?
I'm just trying to get them to fall in love with the clients, just as I have.
Relationship. You build a relationship.
I pick out the positive, funny aspects of their brand, and I market their brand. Most people don't even know I do their accounts. That's the best way.
Absolutely.
Most people don't know all the accounts I do, and I love that. I'd rather them not know, because I'm there to focus on them, not us.
Absolutely. Yep.
That's
And that bleeds over into the video world, when a lot of what we do is the story branding, right? Where we tell the story of our client's business and how it came about, and that's raw and real stuff. It's an interview setting. It's an authentic from the heart, like how everything got started, and then we'll show B-roll from them at their homes, or what they do for their hobbies, and it's a behind the scenes, and it gives a face, and it brings a human aspect to these storefronts, to these businesses. And so that's one of my favorite things.
I think one of the most engaging things about the post, one of the accounts you manage, is a title company that, it's like, who else brings their dog to work? Who would have thought, that would be the content that created awareness?
And they're two beautiful children.
So it's like,
has nothing to do with the title company, but that's what you're going to see if you walk in there.
That's awesome. And that's, I think that's what brings people, when I was in college in marketing classes, it was about like the evoked set. So evoked set, in my interpretation of it, is when you think of like a hamburger, what are the top 3 hamburger places you think of to go get one? Whataburger, McDonald's, or Roastrant now, or whatever it is,
Right.
You want to be number 1. It's okay to be number 2, but you're fighting to be in that top 3. So the way you market nowadays is all about, oh, that dog at that office was so fun. Which one was that? I know I can find. Oh, it was that title company. I'm gonna go to use that title company. So that's marketing in my mindset nowadays, and I think we are in alignment on that.
Yeah, and I think like branding has become such a huge deal, and we talk about that a lot. And
what is, a brand? Is a brand a personal brand? Is it a person? Like, is Case and Caraway a brand?
Case and Caraway is a brand.
Is Cooperita a brand? Yes. Is Maria a brand?
Yep,
yes.
She's a brand. Branded Film and Media is a brand. But it gets beyond. A lot of people get confused about what branding is. They think it's your logos and your color schemes and things like that. It's not necessarily that. It is the imagery, and it's the thought of they see something. The consumers will see something and they automatically know, hey, that is a Wise Choice Custom Meats deal, or hey, that's a branded Film and Media video, just because of the imagery that we use and the drone flights or whatever. Like branding is this all-encompassing feel that you experience when you see something, you just automatically know, and that's going to be very important in leading into the future. It's already important now with Google, but when everyone's searching on their Google Homes or Alexa. You're going to want your brand to be known, so that way if you're searching for ties, like, hey Alexa, I want to buy a new tie, but you have a specific company in mind that you already want. So I think branding and story branding, telling your story, is going to continue to be at the forefront of marketing, and one of the most important things you can do. And I think that's why podcasting and telling your story, finding ways to make content and telling your story to create that brand and that brand awareness, every single opportunity that you can, is furthering your brand, because like you said, it's about the person, it's about the feel, it's about the emotions, it's about what you experience when you walk into the place. That's all branding. And that's what we are trying to help these brands do, is brand themselves.
Some brands have mastered that to a way that you don't even know you're feeling that feeling when you walk in a place or whatever, but
they don't even know why they call. They've seen it, they've scrolled by it so many times. And then they need their carpets cleaned and they call P&P. They don't even know why.
Right. I love that. That's what we're doing. And I'll talk about these podcasts. This is long content marketing, long content. But the beauty of what you can do with this podcast is pull out what Cooper just said, and that is its own Instagram story or its own huge opportunity to have content. It's
micro
It's about
content.
giving marketing. Oh my gosh, I just don't even know why it's so obvious. Marketing is about giving value to your consumers.
Absolutely.
Whether it be entertainment, funny, or man, he's an educated realtor. He knows his stuff. Or he's entertainment. Man, his daughters are just so cute. His little family.
Yeah, it needs to be all of it. So it just needs to be a mix.
We sat down from the very beginning 4 or 5 years ago. It was pick 4 things that we're going to focus on to market you. you're a community man. You
said I want to sell Decatur, not just homes.
Yes, I'm selling the community first. I want to sell that I love this community. Mm-hmm. The house is the house, but if you can sell the community. So we sold the community. I'm everywhere. I do a lot of things. I have very, very cute girls in my life. My wife, my 2 daughters.
It's true.
Which helps me.
Yep.
They make me look really, really good.
They do.
And then, I give value by either telling them about things that are on the market or whatever, listings and
marketing.
And just marketing.
You said I sell homes by marketing and keeping up with the latest and greatest. You said you don't ever want to be behind. You want to be in
leading
front.
Edge of,
and here we are with the podcast, and you're going to have your real estate podcast.
I think if you're not first, you're last.
Yeah.
If you're not first one.
Sorry, yellows.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like we're the first company to have a podcast. I don't know if there is others, and please don't take that wrong way. Don't.
Yeah, there's some others.
There's others in town.
They have podcasts, sure.
Absolutely. But we want to be known as the first service where you can walk into a studio on the square of Decatur, Texas, and podcast out of here, and we produce it, edit it, post it, optimize it, get it seen, get it
And
distributed.
I know a lot
all
of
the places.
people, they say they just want to come and record. They may not post it, or but they've always wanted to at least try it. So they're willing to pay to come in just to record.
That's fun.
And who knows? Then they may go ahead and air it, but I
think if you're going to come in here and take the time, this is a really cool experience, and I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I don't know if I've told you this. I think I mentioned to Michael once, and I kind of feel like sharing this because I think it's fun. But just to sit down with these and talk and hear yourself on the mic, is such a fun experience just for me. I think like when there are events going on up on the square, it'd be cool to like open up our doors and let like kids and people just kind of come in and like sit down at the and get you a little 5-minute podcast experience through Brandon. I don't know.
Yeah. We're going to be live at the Food Truck Challenge, right? Yes. We're going to do a live podcast out there, which will be really fun.
Did you already pay for your vendor spot?
I need to, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, we need.
There's like already 30 spots sold.
Wow, that's going to be big.
Yes, and Food so May 15th is the Food Truck Challenge that the Decatur Chamber of Commerce is putting on. I'm the president of the Decatur Chamber of Commerce, and we are super excited about this Food Truck Challenge because one of our clients, soon to be podcasting client, Jared Morris. Jared Morris is the band that's opening up for William Clark Green. Jared is going to do a podcast out of our studio. He's always wanted to have a podcast. He knows the value of it in his industry in the Texas music scene. So maybe
I'm excited
have
about
him do that once while he's there. Hey, let's do a podcast right here, right now, and you can. And Michael's going to be there helping us eat. Do that. So,
and this is a creative space, so we want musicians in here. We want artists. This is a place that enhances people, that we want to encourage people to create.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just step out there.
We have a green screen. We have a white screen. We have a black screen. Michael's going to get really good at green screening. So like making, say like a air conditioning company wants to do their weekly update. Instead of going out into the elements of in front of a house, you can put a house or a job that he's doing right there from a picture, and he can stand in front of it, make it look like he's doing it. And your husband's walking up with his branded film media hat on right now. But basically, do green screen work right then and there in a controlled environment, soundproof, all the things. So that's a huge thing. I can't wait to use that.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. It's so exciting.
I know. I'm ready. Like I said, we're still piecing all that together.
Yeah, or you can record from the couch.
Good.
I think
we have the couch
we have a cute couch thanks to Emma Caraway Design. That if you want to just sit on the couch and record, I really like seeing podcasts, and you have the rock wall behind it. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want to sit at a table, you can sit at the couch.
Set that up and say, we want to do at a table, we want to do at a couch, or we want to, do it at a mobile location. I guess we can do that, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We can take it. We can take it on the road. I'm ready to do that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
any
are we
other?
On time?
Well, I really, I've enjoyed this journey, as Cooper puts it. It felt right from the second we started talking about it, and we haven't looked back. And the future, it makes me nervous a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot.
Yeah,
But
I think
feel
that's a great sign, though. If you're a little bit scared, but a lot of bit excited, that's like where you want to live. You know, that's where you want to be making your choices. That's one of my philosophies, anyway. But I want to bring this up earlier, but I forgot to. But just the alignment that you and I have. You know, when we started to really get to know each other and work closely before we were branded, and that was a big, you know, factor in me saying we got to work with Marie. Like you and I are.
I know.
There's
I'm
a
really
no-brainer.
Yeah,
Right?
we are so much alike in many ways. So I was like, okay, this has got to happen. So
Yeah, and we live it first. We're also about lifestyle. We are family first.
Yep.
You know, health and wellness. Let's take care of ourselves. Let's take care of the community.
Yep.
You know, we're not
Get back.
faking any of it. We're just, you know,
This
trying
is
to
us.
succeed ourselves and help others succeed.
I couldn't have said it better.
Yep.
Y'all are what makes the wheels turn in this company, and I greatly appreciate it. I don't know if I say that enough, but I would only assume, but until I say it and you feel the love for me, but we wouldn't be who we are without you two.
Yeah.
So,
it's definitely a good
absolutely, yeah,
team.
man, yeah.
loved
I
it.
appreciate both of you. This has been so fun. This has been literally like this is a dream come
It
true.
is a dream.
Yeah, it's a dream. Like we're doing it. We're living it right now, and it's a blast right now.
Yeah, and we're gonna help others live it too.
That's exactly right.
Michael, do you have any type of cool exit music or any type of like weird sounds you can show
You
us
can
what you
close
can
us
do?
out.
Oh, I can never remember which
You
one's
mean
are
to
which.
beatbox us out of here?
I cannot beatbox. No, it'll sound way worse than a beatbox noise. I'll tell you that. Let's
Hey,
see,
do
I
a
think-
laugh track for them. Show them much of that. Just hit a few.
Do we have anything going? Oh,
Oh, that's our
Ooh.
slow jazz
Oh, here we
exit.
go. See you later, guys.
Thank
Hope
you
have a
so
good
much
day.
for joining us today.
You know what you
there's Michael.
The first podcast.
really was a cool podcast, guys. I'm genuinely think this is exactly what it needs to be, and we're going to only grow this into having more people that are in our community, marketing experts that are going to help us learn.
I need help. I need
know,
social managers.
And
social
hey,
media
if you are
managers.
listening to this and you
Yeah.
think you have the service to provide to our company that is going to help our company and you're worth your weight, reach out to us and we will, we will hear you out. So we are happy to be able to do this service of Branded Film and Media podcast number 1. Got Michael Eaton behind the mic and behind the screen over there. I greatly appreciate him being our studio manager.
Thanks,
He's
Michael.
the one that is
He
going
set
to
all
help
this
you.
up.
Yes, he's going to be the one that's going to help you guys do your podcast out of here. So, Marie and Cooper, if y'all want to say your last words, I'm out.
Thanks, Jason. I'll go ahead. Yeah, no, this has been great. Yeah, you can look forward to a lot more interviews, a lot more business owners, people from the community stopping in. We're going to learn a lot. We're going to laugh a lot. We're going to live a lot, and it's going to be.
We may even cry.
We may even cry.
I'm going to
sometimes.
make both of you cry.
Yep.
It's my goal.
We're gonna have some fun in here, though. Like we want to get. If you want to be on, like, come on, let's do it.
Yeah,
We'll
and we're also
interview
going to
and we'll talk.
showcase the clients that we already have because each
Absolutely.
business that we market, they all have a story.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
And it's just one more way for us to showcase them as a market because we are a marketing agency now,
Yep.
which is wonderful.
This is another thing that we can do for our clients and our community, guys. So stay tuned. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're done.
Thank you.